Welcome back to another episode of EDC with me. And if it's not obvious, I want to talk about the CRKT minimalist. Actually did a video a while back. I've had this knife maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And the video actually got a lot of views. I don't know if it's just a popular knife, but I kind of poo-pooed on it. And largely the reason why is I was carrying it as a fixed blade knife in my pocket, and it was fine for the most part. A little bit awkward in the pocket, but in the last 4 or 5 months I've been carrying it as a neck knife, which I don't normally wear neck knives because they tend to be bulky, loud, just not real practical. That said, I've kind of found that this guy with just your typical bead metal, kind of just what you see everywhere for a necklace type chain, is great. Super comfortable, super lightweight. It fits me very well. As far as a shirt, it's not noticeable at all, actually. And I have found this to be quite useful. So whether I'm wearing pajama bottoms, light sports shorts, and you don't have a knife on you, this way I always do. It's inexpensive enough that if it's getting wet or if I beat on it, I'm not so worried about it. But they've done a great job. I don't know I guess I've looked at a few knives in the neck knife category. Matter of fact, I own quite a few. I've done short videos on in the past, but I gotta say, as far as weight, concealability, and usability, for a small knife, you cannot ask for more grip on a small knife. That little lanyard, I encourage you leave that on because it just gives your pinky something to grab onto. These choils really lock you in, so even though it's such a small blade to play with, it's very secure. Even in the reverse grip, it's actually super secure. And overall, with the Bowie type design, it's super practical. I've got a number of other pocket knives, and this is kind of my go-to when I'm opening packages or eating apples. This is one of the better knives for apples. I've got some larger bushcraft knives that I've been playing around with and I try to use with apples and eating food, and this thing's just too thick. Basically breaks the apple once you bite in and get past the saber grind. Whereas this guy's thin enough that when it comes to food prep, it's really nice. And matter of fact, I don't even think I have sharpened it. I had to sharpen it once, but even then I don't think I had to sharpen it. I have a new sharpener, so I wanted to try it out. But yeah, they've done a great job on this. Retention's great, weight's great. You forget it's there. If you're in the market, I think they're around $25, a little bit less on Amazon. I would say this is worth every penny. The Bowie I have the most experience with. I do like Tantos. There's a Tanto option. I think for a shorter blade, the Bowie's the way to go because you get all that belly to work with. There is a karambit style as well, which I also own. I'm still kind of figuring out how I will use it and where it's practical and if it's practical at all. I think it lends itself to be a good self-defense knife, whereas this Bowie style lends itself to just be an all-around quickly accessible blade that kind of does a little bit of everything when it comes to smaller tasks. So that's what I got. Thanks for watching another episode of EDC with me.